Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rajiv Arora. In today's video, we are going to discuss about Canada work permit, whether it is available for you or not, whether can you move to Canada with an LMIA or not, and how can you move to Canada with an LMIA in the year 2024 and 2025 after the strictness of Canada immigration. So stay tuned till the end. My name is Rajiv Arora. I'm a qualified lawyer with India's #1 immigration company, Nationwide Immigration Services. If you are somebody who wants to settle in Canada through work permit, through express entry, PNP, study visa or business visa, then my channel is yours. You can subscribe to my channel right away as I talk on Canada immigration, which can be beneficial for you and for your Canada immigration process. So stay tuned till the end. Let's discuss about Canada work permit. What are the chances to move to Canada on a Canada work permit? What is the situation of an LMIA? Can you get LMIA in 2024 and 2025? Let's discuss the implementation, the changes which have happened in the past. Canada Immigration Department has put restrictions on LMIAs, which means if an employer was able to hire 20% of the staff as a foreign worker, as a temporary foreign worker, now that particular employer can only hire 10% of the staff as a temporary foreign worker under low wage category. What is low wage category? Let's discuss that as well. If you are somebody who is working in Canada, there are three kinds of wages, that is median wage, low wage and high wage. Low wage is somewhere around $17 to $18 depending upon province to province. Then median wage is somewhere around 29 to 30, 27 to 20, varies between 27 to $30 depending upon the NOC code. If I talk about administrative assistant and admin officer, which are the popular NOC codes, if you take an example from them, so in such situation, the median wage is somewhere around $29. And the higher wages, the highest wage, it goes up to $50 depending upon the position, goes up to $90 per hour, which means if you are making $90 per hour, then you have to pay taxes according to that. If you are making $30 per hour, then you have to pay taxes according to that. Similarly, it goes to applies to $17 or $18 of minimum wage as well. At minimum wage position, you end up paying less taxes in comparison to median wage or high wage. So Canada Immigration Department, IRCC, they have taken a step that you cannot hire more than 10% of your staff as a temporary foreign worker under low wage category, which means you can apply for an high wage LMIA, you can apply for a median wage LMIA, you can hire under that particular stream of LMIA more people in your company, but they will end up paying more taxes to the government. This way, people who are living in Canada, which means people who are Canadian citizens, Canadian residents, permanent residents, they will get such jobs which were being given to people who are not inside Canada, who were sitting in India and Pakistan or whatsoever countries. So now what was happening, you have to understand this as well. Employers who were sitting in Canada, they were giving job offers, real-time job offers, not to the people who are sitting in Canada, not to the people who are Canadian citizens or permanent residents. Like if I'm an employer, if I have a restaurant, I was not giving this job to somebody who was already in Canada as a permanent resident. I was rather giving this position to somebody who is coming outside, who is sitting outside of Canada. He was waiting for that person to arrive because LMIA's business was being done and LMIAs are being sold, so that employer particularly was taking some amount from that employee who will come and work with that particular company. In such scenario, employer had a lot of benefits. What benefits employer had? Employer used to have a lot of benefits, like employee who is coming to Canada on this low wage LMIA, he was paying something to employer, first of all. And the second thing, employer used to give him somewhere around $13 to $14 also, sometimes $15 also, sometimes $17 also, which is the lowest minimum wage. That was kind of exploitation which was going on. Employer was getting an employee at a very low price, at a very rock bottom price, and he was taking more and more work from such kind of employees. So the employer had a lot of benefits. The first benefit was employer was taking money, maybe $20, $30, $40, $50,000. This was the one part, one portion to support that employee. The other thing was he was getting employees at a very low price. And so for next 2 to 3 years of time, employers did have a lot of benefits out of this. So now if this program has been shut, kind of shut, or has been restricted, so the first impact is on employers in Canada. It is not any impact on employees who are outside of Canada, but the first effect is on employers who are in Canada. This program has actually affected those employers who are in Canada running their companies, who are hiring temporary foreign workers. So if you are somebody who is outside Canada, so the first impact is not on you. So let's understand what is the impact on you now. The impact on you is you will not be able to find such LMIAs very easily now, which you used to get very easily in the past. You won't be able to find out such kind of employers and LMIA. So the restriction is there on employers. So the restriction and the repercussion are on you for the availability. So now I would say unavailability. So now if you get a job offer from Canada now, if you get an LMIA from Canada now, so your chances of moving to Canada are better, because the scrutinized employer will only be able to give you an LMIA now. So all those employers who will be filtered out, who are in Canada, who have a legitimate company, only those people will be able to give you an LMIA. That too, not in a big ratio. Now the volume will be very less. So now even if you get an LMIA, you can definitely apply from outside of Canada and land in Canada, and the future is actually bright for you, because in the coming future, after these restrictions and the strictness, Canadian economy will go better. We have already seen this, the interest rate of housing on mortgages have dropped down thrice in past a few months. The recent has happened 2 days back. The Justin Trudeau himself has made an announcement on this, that mortgage price, the interest rate have come down. That is now 4.25%, 4.25. That used to be 2% a few years back, 5 years back. It used to be 2% only, and I believe that will come down. If interest rates come down, so automatically inflation will come down. Housing crisis will not be there in the coming future. In coming 6 to 8 months, 1 year, 2 years of time, more houses will be developed, and people would not face such issues which are being faced right now. So the future in Canada is going to be bright, and not only from the perspective of your for your housing affordability, but from the perspective of job availability also. If you become a permanent resident in Canada, so you will be able to get a job. Unlikely you are facing such kind of issue, unlikely you are seeing this right now. Although a lot of clients, whoever has landed in Canada, they have got a job. Only those students who are going on illegal immigration, who are going through kind of arrangements, going through some fake fake IELTS or fake education or fake SOPs, they face such kind of troubles. But I think people who go on a permanent residency, I have not seen those people are facing a lot of troubles while moving to Canada, and after moving to Canada, they get a job. So coming back to guys, LMIA point, if you are outside of Canada, you can apply, land in Canada, generate 1 year of experience, and you can fall under Canadian experience class. Canadian experience class draw is going at 507 right now, which will actually drop down in coming few months. In coming 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of time, you will see a drastic drop in CRS if they do not give an invitation to to general class of people. CRS score will drastically drop down, and general class of people would also get a chance, will also get their turn to come and to get their ITS in the future. Because they have limited number of Canadian experienced people inside Canada, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50,000 more people are right now in the queue, and slowly and gradually it will drop down, because they have to meet their quota of immigration, their quota of their ITAs, the quota of permanent residency. That has not dropped from 5 lakh. They have to give permanent residence to 5 lakh people. That could come down to 485. That cannot be decreased. And so the immigration system will keep going. These are just 6 to 8 months of bad time. I would say this is actually bad time for immigration consultants and the companies like us, because since immigration is being so restricted, we are helpful in this. Now let's talk about people who land in Canada, who come to Canada and who wants to apply for their work permit from inside Canada. If you are inside Canada, then you cannot apply for your work permit online. You can only have one option, that is Flagpoling. Online means this facility was, this kind of service was started in the month of August 2020, on 24th of August 2020, and that went up for went up to for 2 years more, up till 2022, and then it was extended once again for 2 years of time up till 2024. But before it was supposed it was about to be expired on it was supposed to be ended in the month of February 2025, but they closed down this work permit, visitor to work permit, this scheme 6 months earlier than the announced time. The time was announced that they will shut this policy in, it will go up till 2025, but they shut it down 6 months in prior. Now people cannot submit their work permit application online within inside Canada, but they have to go through a Flagpoling process. What is Flagpoling process? That I'm going to discuss. Guys, if there is any kind of errors in the videos, you can ignore that, because I make uncut videos, because I don't get time to go for editing and so. So just stay in touch and just ignore if there is any kind of fumble or something like this. You can ignore that. Now I'll discuss with you about Flagpoling. What is Flagpoling? Visitor to work permit is still available, but that is through Flagpoling. Flagpoling is a process wherein you exit the border of Canada, you go towards US, and there is one other border, that is the immigration border of USA, but you do not go there. You just take a U-turn from Canada, for Canada once again, and you meet the border officer, right? And you give your interview. In this particular interview, immigration officer asks you whether you are eligible. He asks you, where have you got this LMIA from? What is this job offer for? What are your job duties? How did you get your LMIA? When did you come to Canada? What was your intent when you came to Canada? And so such kind of questions he will ask from you. If you are able to satisfy that particular officer, then they will issue a work permit to you right away. And if not, if sometimes what happens, the LMIA is a fake LMIA, and you are not able to convince the officer, how did you get this LMIA? Was this job offer a genuine job offer, whether you have a required experience or not, or your resume is real or not, or is a fabricated? They can make a call to your employer right from there, and they can make a call to your previous employers right from there, and they can do any kind of investigation in your interview. If they find that you are not genuine, they will refuse your work permit application right away in front of you, and they can ask you to leave Canada. They can issue an order of removal, wherein they will give you a certain date that you have to leave Canada by this particular date. This can be the scenario as well. Deportation can also be done in fake LMIA cases or fake job offer cases, so this can also be done. Only you should go with this process if you are confident enough about your LMIA, about your job offer, about your roles and responsibilities for particular LMIA, and you have a genuine work experience in the past, there is no fabrication in your documents, then you are good to go and clear that particular interview. Otherwise, they are refusing a lot of applications these days. A lot of applications, people are going to border, they are being refused, and a lot of work permit applications are being submitted, which are being refused recently in the month of August and September as well. So guys, this was all about Canada work permit LMIA information, which I could give that to you. And my name is Rajiv Arora. If you need to get in touch with me for your immigration process, I can discuss about your profile. What are your chances to move to Canada? Can we help you with any kind of immigration process or not? But for that, you have to come to our office, book a consultation with us. Only then that is possible. But I would love to tell you that we have been receiving approvals also. I can show you multiple approvals. These all approvals are from the month of August. These all approvals are from the month of August, and I would like to share that information also. All those thickness is there. In Nationwide Immigration Services has a lot of clients who are receiving their work permit approvals, their PR visa approvals, and you could also be the one. And we will figure it out how can we help you for your immigration process. You have to come into our office, and then we can keep discussing on your immigration process. Thank you very much for watching this video, and take care, goodbye, and I wish all the very best to you. Thank you.